Hey, Dylan.
Hey, Courtney.
How you doing? Oh, you seem a bit down. What's up?
You know, I went out on a date with Jackie.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go? I forgot to ask.
No, it didn't go too well.
What happened?
Well, I mean, I thought I did everything right. I mean, I took her out.
Yeah.
I mean, I took her out for a proper meal.
Yeah.
I mean, I was charming. I think I'm always charming.
Of course, of course.
And I left the whole evening open for her to make all the decisions to what to do.
Hold on, wait. Wasn't this the same night that you texted me, asking me what I was wearing?
Oh, no,
It was, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
don't change the subject. Don't change the subject.
Yeah, so go on.
Well, anyway, what do? You know, when, like, if you've had a bad date or bad time or you're not feeling that well. I mean, I've tried everything. It's just not working.
Usually when I've had, a bit of a bad day or I feel, a bit down, I
Yeah.
usually just, have a quiet night in with the girlfriends. Make a bit of a girls' night of it, I guess.
A girls' night?
Yeah, it's
Really?
good. Cheer you
Girls'
up.
night? A girls' night? A girls' night? So far in this segment, I've done a few things in order to become a player, a gentleman, a man about town. This is the best insider information you're ever, and I'm ever, going to get. That's right, I'm going to a slumber party, and I can only imagine what's installed.
This is like the best bit.
Oh my god, this is boring.
Oh,
Oh, they just sit there.
you
and
should
talk.
love it. It's like softcore porno. You should love it.
How can you tell when a guy likes you? Can you tell?
I'm terrible at telling, and I know this when I got asked on a date a while ago and thought the guy was just being friendly and, wanted to catch up, really.
Yeah.
And then asked one of my friends, and they went, Ruby, he's asking you on a date.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, then. So I'm not the person. I can't tell. I can never tell.
guys are the same as girls, and there are subtle signs, and then there are obvious signs. It just depends on which ones you pick up on.
How do you tell a guy, how do you let a guy know that you like him? I mean, is it a mixture of, a bit of body language, mind games, or do you just bluntly tell them?
Mind game.
When they're talking, if they say something, you just touch them a little bit. Not in a creepy way. Just a little pat on the arm, pat on the leg.
Yeah.
Laugh at their jokes, that sort of thing.
When I first started going out with Jack, I called him and was like, oh, hey, or messaged him, which is, people message nowadays, they don't call.
Kissed this guy, and then I actually kept in contact with him via text for about a month. And we went on one date. Didn't go so well, but I still liked him. He was a nice guy, so I sent him a message a while later. It was probably about a month later, really, but we'd still been texting each other and said, do you want to go for a coffee or something? And he said, sorry, Rubes, I'm seeing someone. So that was a bit harsh. But
I am definitely a person who will message a guy and keep in contact with him that way than call him, because it's so much more personal. And if you message him, you can get away with it
So,
easier.
the phone call. I'm a bit of a fan of the phone call.
I'll always send a text the day after a date and say, if it was a good date, that is, and say, hey, I had a great time last night. We should definitely do it again sometime. So it keeps it short, so it doesn't make you seem like you're becoming obsessive or anything.
Yeah.
But it's nice and it keeps in contact. Reminds them that they should call you at some point.
Well, I bought some of my own DVDs.
Like what?
Let's see. I bought Sensational 70s, a year-by-year account of footy in the 1970s.
Did you bring anything else?
Yeah. I bought Caddyshack. It's a great film. It's got Chevy Chase, Rodney Dangerfield, Bill Murray. That's pretty funny.
Okay.
That's pretty funny. You want to watch that?
Maybe we can watch them after this.
Yeah, we'll just watch a couple of episodes,
Yeah.
and if you really don't like it, then we'll change it, okay?
Oh, whatever.
Woo!
Yeah, woo. Yeah, yippee.
Come on, Joe, we'll lighten up.
What would be the difference between being infatuated with someone and in love with someone?
I suppose you can love people and then fall out of love with them.
What about you?
Love
Ruby?
is when you are comfortable enough to fart in front of someone.
Yeah.
No.
How far would you go on a first date? What, like, would you take it easy if you really liked someone, or you really even lusted for someone on a first date?
Well, it really depends on the circumstances of the first date, Dylan.
Asked me 2 years ago and I probably would have said go all the way on the first date, but really, if you like someone, you wait a little bit longer. You might kiss them on the first date. You might not. You might just, enjoy it while it lasts, The first 5 minutes, though, of the date, this is going well, this is going to end in us going home together, this is going to end in us not.
So the first 5 minutes is precious
Crucial.
time. You
It's crucial.
must impress someone in those first 5 minutes.
Yep.
You got to make an impact. You got to get the score on the board, so to speak.
Hey, I got you girls some of those drinks that I've been reading about that all girls like and stuff.
I've got some beers in the fridge if you want to have some of those.
We really don't drink those.
Well, why on earth did I buy these then?
Like, every one of my friends has dated someone who I haven't approved of at some point, or who I haven't been attracted to, or whatever. But it doesn't really matter as long as you're happy and as long as you're comfortable with them. It shouldn't matter what your friends say. Like, if you're going out with a person solely based on what everyone else thinks of them, then that's not what you should be doing.
Yeah. I have been on the receiving end of Lily not approving of my boyfriends. And, it's always tough when your friends don't like your boyfriend, but just it's one of those things that you just keep separate, I think. You keep your boyfriend and your friend life separate.
What if one of your closest male friends
Yes, Dylan.
wanted to upgrade the friendship, so to speak?
Trying to say something, Dylan?
After the shoot, Ruby.
If you don't want to be part of the boyfriend-girlfriend thing, it doesn't have to ruin the friendship, but, if you both deal with it like grown-ups, then it should be alright, really.
Most of my guy friends that I'm really, really close with, I kind of see more as brothers and that sort of thing.
He said, well then go get stuff. There's the pig. Oh God. Oh.
You meet a guy in the club when you're really drunk, you give him your number, and it's accidentally the right number. You're like, oh wait, no, I'll give you my number, and you try and do a number
Should
wrong.
have a cop-out number.
And then, there is the reject line. There is a mobile number that we used to give out in high school that you'd ring it up and you'd be like, welcome to the reject line.
Well, I've had a very informative night. I've learnt a lot. But, as fascinating and as important as dating might be, you still gotta have good friends. Until next time, good night.